Indeed. Second game of the day, second game of Group D, and second game of HuG. He was crushed by TH earlier today, like 2 hours before this game happened, and hopefully he could recover a little, like, you know, calm down the nerves a little, wash up that defeat. His opponent now is also a human player, but a different caliber. I mean, his shape is rising, he's getting better and better, he has some cool, fresh ideas, especially involving a blood mage, but HuG should not be as scared of Sok as he was for TH. And once again, we start on Last Refuge. Here are your players. This time it's China versus Korea, not a Chinese derby. HuG, only 23 years old. Remo, his biggest fan, thanks to his build against Night Elves. But against humans, so far, we haven't seen anything that impressed us too much. In the first game against TH on this map, he was playing a very defensive build with early walkers and very early shadow hunters. So let's see if he does this build again or if he's up against something entirely different, because TH played rifleman, which was also very interesting. Sok, I think, will play something different. He's spawning in the bottom left, his opponent HuG in the upper right.
And also, as far as the openings was concerned, HuG was playing it a little differently from Focus, for example, whereas that orc, the Korean orc, would be going for more aggressive of a play, circle it into harassment right away. HuG went for an item carrying creep first, and that doesn't sound like much, but it changes the entire scope of the early game. Because if you do that, if the orc goes for creeping himself to begin with, then level 2 for the AM will be freely acquired. If you can delay that for a long time, that is great. And of course, also, if you don't go creeping, means you don't need a shop early. And a 1 borrow tech without a shop is really, really fast. And it seems like HuG is adjusting his build. No shop should mean no creeping, should mean fast harass and a fast tech.
And yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Archmage is Sok's weapon of choice, and humans always struggle here with the level 3. So with a good harass, you can maybe even keep him on level 1.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be reliant on good Blade Master control, of course. At the Murlocs, it's going to dictate the early game, basically, how this is going to look. Sok will have to play around it as well. This is going to be the first big thing to happen in this early game. AM will get level 2 after a while, but as you said, level 3, not too easy. But as you hit tier 2, as the MK comes out, this is going to be a pretty good map for creeping for the human. Especially with malicious support, you can sometimes even grab up both merchants if you have the timings down. Late Master towards the shop, that's the circlet. And the AM not going to the Murlocs, instead going to the top left, anticipating this movement from the blade.
Alrighty, nice. We've seen this more and more recently. They start with the green and then they go somewhere entirely different. Blade Master is stealing the High Priest here. No inner fire on himself, but a little bit of healing. So he takes a little damage. Takes a lot of time though. Sok is not going for anything creep related, but rushing right in his base.
And the grunt scouting here wasn't exactly on point. He didn't cover the way towards the middle or towards his own main, I guess it is. Around 500 HP on the burrow. Is that enough to save it? This Blade Master failed creep is coming to cost him. This took forever. Yeah. Takes him another windwalk now as well. The replenishment is nice, but the burrow is going to have to be mass repaired. AM doesn't have water elementals for a while. This burrow might survive, but it's extremely expensive.
And again, it's costing so many resources that he absolutely needs for the tier 2. The water elemental, he needs to focus it, but he's not. So now the human army is turning around. That's a little experience for the Blade Master. The burrow holds, but the lumber investment, was it worth it? I think Sok could have gone for the shop a little more to prevent healing, but yeah, he was very, very eager to go for that burrow. Didn't work, so I guess HuG is fine-ish for now.
But it was really expensive. Cost him 150 gold just from the gold mine income, and the repair itself must have been at least 100 gold as well. So this is a lot of resources. This cost him, and also, as you said, on lumber is going to be very noticeable later on. The burrow comes up, but a little late. The third burrow is too late as well. HuG is making quite a few mistakes in this early game.
And the tech was super fast to get the Shadow Hunter out very early, but with that late of a burrow, that's not working, because this time he didn't lose a peon. He's not at 25 supply, and tech is finished, but the burrow isn't.
I guess it's not too big of a delay, maybe 15 seconds, but it's still a delay. So I guess it's time for tier 2 building first instead. I can only go for one because of all that lumber harass. And it's the totem again. The bestiary once more, just like earlier, will be super delayed. However, AM also, not even level 2 himself. So this is a bit of a sketchy early game for both.
We'll see where we go from here. Sock's tier 2 tech is about to finish, but the problem, as he said, is only level 1 Archmage. Once again, HuG decides to go for the totem early, then for the Shadow Hunter. Can the human cancel this still? Not really, without equipment.
That's really dangerous. He doesn't know about the Shadow Hunter timing, really. He's still gonna go in. He doesn't know where the Blade Master is. He doesn't know when the Hex is gonna come. He's looking a little risky right here, and the AM says, okay, I guess I better leave. Goes back home, and is not getting much done here. Blade Master, in the meantime, took out the second High Priest. That's the Sentry Wards for him. That's a really nice find.
Plus, in the base, we see a Mountain King second, as usual, and this time no rifles for Sock, but the double Arcane Sanctum. That is what we all expected, and against this, the build should be a little better by HuG, because he's going again for a late Bestiary. So once again, late End Snare, late Raiders. HuG got a kill there for Footman, by the way, closing in on level 2. But he gets a Spirit Link a lot earlier, which is nice for the early engagements.
So here's the MK now, and with the Militia creep, as mentioned earlier, it's pretty easy to claim this Merchant and Lab and Mercamp. This is what makes this a good MK map. You can reliably at least get level 2. And already get to level 3 closer as well. Especially if you can solo creep. With the AM still struggling with the levels, only now hitting level 2. MK can solo creep for a long time. Shadowhunter going to the natural, getting closer to his own level 2. Well, starting off with a very small camp with the green. Don't know that I like that so much. Usually we see the natural creep first, which is almost level 2 right away. But taking that out now. Blade Master himself also struggling heavily with the experience. Oh, this one peasant kill would actually be nice. That would be the level 2 right away.
Oh, slow. And the block. Windwalk, okay, but there is a ward. That's his own ward, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Up on the high ground, Neo. How do you like that?
I love it. I love my high ground wards.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he's getting the kill in the end. Oh, is he? Slow. Dude, nice saves by Sock.
It's also cost him 2 slows, though. That's the first 2 sorceresses. Ah, okay. More sorceresses were coming. But he's a little bit low on mana, I guess, with these slows coming in so early. Something that does matter. You want to have mass slow on everything on the Orc Force. If you don't, you can get overrun easily. MK now with another mana item. Makes it so he doesn't need a wand too badly. He's selling it now for 200.
400 mana on this with the Wand of Mana Stealing and the Potion. That is a lot. So far still no Raider. Oh, is it coming now? Yes, it is. So Ensnare should be ready as well. Creep check opportunity by HuG. I'm not too sure if I like the position here too much.
If HuG gets 1 kill though, he's gonna be level 3. Using the Ensnare on the Breaker here, I think is a big mistake. If he just goes for any kill, he would have been level 3 Shadow. And the Breaker, of course, is the hardest one to get. And he lets him slip away. That was a big mistake by HuG. Finally gets the kill. That was pretty late, though. The Raider is dead already. The Militia support in the middle here being a great help. And now, no Ensnare still. Big disenchant coming in against the slow, but slow being reapplied. Shadowhunter, bolt, surround. He looks to be dead. He's trying to pop him out, though. The Blade Master's trying to save his second hero buddy, and he does pop him out. Level 2 now for the Blade. There's still a scroll of healing on the side of the Orc, but the MK still so much mana left to use. And Grunt after Grunt getting picked off. Here falls another one. The heals were coming in too late to save that Grunt. That was a lot of lost value right there. Disenchant against the Water Elemental. That one's gone. The next Water Elemental is far away. Clav was coming in again, but of course only level 1. MK doesn't have the level 2 spells just yet. And that's where he really starts becoming strong, of course. Raider once again coming in from the main and Snare towards the Breaker. Again, hard to kill this one though. As the Grunt falls, the Blade Master is the only one to really be doing damage here. And he's getting healed up. HuG seems to be losing this engagement. Gets that kill, but will have to trade it for a Raider.
Yeah, and there's still another Breaker, so again, Spirit Link can be stolen. And there's no value kills for HuG at all. He got a lot of Footmen, he got a lot of Militia, but look how many casters are still there. Look how healthy the Archmage and Mountain King is. And look how tiny HuG's army is. He dropped down to 31 supply after the Spirit Walker kill, if he gets it. But I think, yeah, Stormbolt should secure it. Using another slow. Boom, hammer to the head. Follow-up damage by casters. That was not a good engagement at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, especially with the Shadowrunner being so close to level 3, yet him unable to get it quickly. Perhaps the mistake was fighting so close to the human base as well. It wasn't the big armies yet. It was still below 40 supply, where militia support is really strong. Which came in very quickly, by the way. Sok reacting well, calling those militias so early on. And with that advantage here, wouldn't be too surprised to see an expansion, but I guess Sok is rather low on lumber now, thanks to all those militia called earlier. And Sok seems to be satisfied just to continue creeping. Going to the red camp, there's going to be a lot of experience. Could be level 4 AM even here. And finding the Hood of Cunning, that is very unfortunate. But had some nice items earlier on.
Kind of decent for the Mountain King, I guess. We see this for the second time here, that the human gets both of the consumables, kind of in true Night Elf fashion, claiming Merchant 1 and 2 for themselves. And that's such a big advantage in the early tier 2 fights. You always have to fight uphill as the opponent.
I think if you're Orc, you want to try, with a level 2 Blade Master, before the second heroes come out, you want to try to steal one of those consumables at least. You don't have to take the entire camp. But it's so hard, you know, it's easier said than done to find all the right strings to pull as Orc. There's only so many creep routes, and only very few of those are actually really good. This is why only the best of the best can have those perfect early games. At the moment, those are focused, but HuG, as much as I loved his play against Night Elf, against Human, it just really doesn't seem that refined.
Yeah, maybe you should take a look at Soin, how he plays with Wyvern and Shaman. That is for sure an interesting approach and a lot of fun watching that. But okay, Dispel upgrade is coming. Sobi Mask on the Shadowhunter, by the way, a fantastic item for him. Will that provide enough healing to survive? Mountain King close to 4. Archmage is level 4. Second red spot for Sok, but HuG scouts it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a promising creep drag. Oh, but the Invis Sorceress acting as a shade. Sees the Orc as well, but actually HuG is deciding not to be aggressive against this. Blade Master trying to get the last hit. Oh, he's slowed. He's revealed. If he gets Stormbolted again here, he's gonna die. Wait, what? Why doesn't he follow him?
I don't know, man. He had boots as well.
Wouldn't he have just died?
I think so. Level 2. Well, maybe at level 1 Stormbolt only. I'm not sure.
At least try it, though. MK now level 4, with both those strong spells on level 2. Blade Master far away from level 4. AM there as well, of course. These levels are really good for the human. And now, finally, Sok is going into upkeep. He was saving his resources there for a long time. But now, at 62 supplies, still with plenty of gold to spend. We also have HuG in upkeep at 54. And this Sorceress still seeing what's going on. Wants to force the fight here soon as it seems. Lining it up. Invis on the MK in the front line.
No.
That's cool.
This creeping is absolutely reveal, clap into everything, epicenter clap use, everything is slowed and dizzy. He wants to get the rock golem, he has to get the rock golem kind of, but the Shadowhunter is under a lot of pressure. Can't heal himself with the with the heal self and the heal wave. So the Shadowhunter is still alive, but at what cost? The Breakers are still chasing, the Mountain King is still chasing, and the Archmage was invisible, so he's no target. Shadowhunter is out, and what is an Orc without healing?
Everything's falling apart here. Just the masterful creep jack, the best position ever to fight in. Stormbolt, Shadowhunter kill, and that must be the game. Down to 45 supply only. A single Windrider flies in. To not much avail. GG, and HuG continues to struggle, losing his next game.
Yeah, again, early pressure on him. He can't really deal with that. Losing so many resources. Everything is delayed from that moment on. Forgetting the burrow a little, and the Shadowhunter was late. Again, the late end snares. Having to fight against 2 consumables in the middle with a bad position there as well. Is earlier Raiders maybe the better thing? I'm I don't know, man. He gives up so much map control, I feel, in the early.
And I didn't like how he fought either. Like, he took that first engagement, took forever in the first place to use the ensnare, and then was on the breaker, which is the wrong target. You want to get a kill immediately, get level 3, move on then. Spirit Link, I think, was kind of missing. Also, it's really close to the militia. It was also too late to contest the Ogre Magi, by the way. That one was already gone. Just doesn't feel like anything's working out properly. Like when you watch the grades, when you watch Focus and Lin, like everything makes sense and everything's lining up. And I'm not an orc main player, so I'm afraid I have difficulty telling you what exactly the right thing is to do. But that wasn't it.
I like Sowen's approach a lot with the Wyvern. We saw one Wyvern in the end, so maybe he's a little more fond of that now. And we'll try it as we go on to Turtle Rock. This tournament, one of the very few tournaments that still have Turtle Rock in the pool. And I hope we do not get close positions here.
Dude, I think it was 3 out of 3 close positions the last couple of games. Yesterday, when you weren't here, it was close positions again. Oh, yeah, with Lolite versus Chimiko. Oh, Chimiko threw that game so hard. Lolite played Huntress all in, followed up with glaives, you know, close positions. And Chimiko had already broken the attack, and then he moves out, gets entangled, surrounded.
No.
That was a little unfortunate. Seffi UK, thank you very much for the 3 months.
Nice to have you on board, man. Love your posts and Discord messages.
Why is that, Neo? Does he tell you how good of a music taste you have?
No, he's just having intelligent thoughts about the game.
I'm just kidding.
It's kind of rare. Also part of the Gym Discord crew. Shout out, gym.backtowwarcraft.com. If you want to learn the games, we have a nice community over at gym.backtowwarcraft.com. And yeah,
as
again,
the admins are reminding here, we have time to remind you as well. Tomorrow, the games are going to be starting later. How much later is this again?
4 hours later, so at 12. At noon.
At noon.
Not at 8 a.m. anymore.
Did you have trouble waking up earlier?
Not at all. I'm actually surprised. It was the best on Monday, though. Since then, it's declining a little. But I wake up, take a shower, get some breakfast, and I'm in a good mood. Looking forward to casting Warcraft.
Yeah, for me, of course, I always wake up early.
You missed your alarm for 2 days or something. Yesterday, you were really sleepy. And one day you missed
I couldn't sleep so well at night, but I always wake up early anyways. I don't know. I have to look for some new products to help me sleep a little bit better.
Okay. We have crossed position in the 11 o'clock position. It is HuG, who is now in this group 0 and 3. And if he's not winning this game against Sock, he's absolutely eliminated from this tournament. For Sock, it's all looking good. Played his first match, won his first match, didn't struggle at all. He himself is at the 5 o'clock position on Turtle Rock.
Used to be a very good orc map in the past. It's like one of the best for the Blade Masters to stack up on. Slippers, fairly high chance. Claws, fairly high chance. You can go for Ogre Magi creeps. Later on the middle, it's really easy to creep the consumables with the grunts. So, very understandable to see this map choice here now coming up for the orc. We've seen a lot of Farseers becoming more and more popular, but HuG doesn't seem to be that kind of player. He's going for the Blade Master again, and on TR. That shouldn't surprise us.
No, same goes for the Archmage. There is basically no second hero choice for human in competitive Warcraft on this map. As well, again, creeping to level 3 here is not too easy, right?
Yeah. Would have to agree with you. You go from green camp to orange or the other way around. That's level 2. But then it's going to be hard for you to find your progress. Some humans take a risk and call a lot of militia for the merchant. Not the merchant. No, it is the merchant. But that's risky. If the Blade Master shows up, that's going to be a field day for him, finding kill after kill. But sometimes you can go for a calculated risk like this. The chance that the orc is on the same lane in the top left is only 33%. And sometimes you feel like rolling the dice.
T2 tech on the way. Archmage moving out. Not going for the ogres first, but the turtle with a little bit of militia support. Interesting. Usually if you start in the bottom left, you always go for the ogres first. But this means less aggression from Sok than the previous game, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I guess so. Did he even scout? Oh yeah, Footy is on his way to scout now. He's going to see the position soon, so the Orc base is far away. Blade Master did not go for heal salves, yet still goes for creeping after picking up the circlet, going for the Ogre Warrior. Then he's going to be half HP. This is kind of weird. Like, what's he doing now? He can't really harass. He's too low for that.
He also can't really creep. Like, he can't go for
really
the
creep.
shops or anything. Too hurt.
Thank you very much, Thorpsy, for the sub.
Much appreciated.
I think Org is by far the hardest race to have the perfect early game on, to like have the right moves everywhere, you know, to get the progress you need. And once again, this is looking kind of weird. The best thing the Blade Master can hope for is stealing last hits now away from his opponent's creeping, I guess.
Yeah.
AM with a very nice inventory here, by the way. Claws and Mantle. He knows that the Blade Master is here. Revealing himself here once again.
That's such a good inventory for this Archmage. Plus 9 damage already. Blade Master's getting a kill on this water metal or deny. It was denied, right?
No, he got it.
Okay.
AM getting the dust
Player's
and the
forces are under
boots.
attack.
Oh, waking up the creeps. Grunt seems to be safe though. Blade Master now finally healing up. So it looked like for a long time Blade couldn't do anything, but actually in the meantime AM didn't get too much done himself. Grunt's still on the lookout, trying to find this AM. Don't want to give him too easy of a level 3. And not gonna spot him here at the green camp. But the Blade Master is way too far away to do anything about this. Seems like Tojara might be eyeing up the Ogre Magi perhaps.
Going for more permanent items here at the Ogre Warrior. Grunts are scouting the creeping of the Archmage, as you said. Tech is 2/3 done for Sok, while HuG is already finished with once again a Shadow Hunter, but he's super low on resources. Okay, he's queued the Torrent Totem already. But once again, a late Bestiary.
Player's forces are
Same
under
build
attack.
as all the 3 games before that he lost.
It's gonna be sooner though. He has the resources for it right now, could set it up. But the Grunt is gonna fall. The AM, just with the boots, is fast enough to run this Grunt down unless the Blade Master gets into range for the Scroll of Speed. Oh, this is actually gonna be close. He's coming in as fast as he can. Oh, no, it's too late. Damn, that was one hit away.
Can the Archmage be punished for this? I doubt it, as he has boots and the Blade Master
Player's
does
forces
not.
are
So
under attack.
no Windwalk in the world is helping with that. Sok is getting more experience right in front of HuG's base. And the item was destroyed as well.
Yeah, and that's level 3. Damn. Considering this is Turtle Rock, this is a very fast level 3 right here. It's gonna cost him a couple of footy lives with the Shadow Hunter coming up with the Hex. These will be easy kills, which are also valuable to the Blade Master. He needs his level 2, because with the crit and his inventory, he's gonna be actually pretty strong already.
That is correct. Double Arcane Sanctum coming up with the Mountain King second again. This seems to be the absolute meta now. TH played it, Sok played it, I think Infi played it as well recently. Mountain King all the rage.
Oh, can the Blade get the Silver Magi? This will be pretty nice. AM was just here, but moves away soon after. And yeah, Blade Master does pick it up now. It's gonna be the ward, the big item, and the level 2. Nice window here for him to find this opportunity. Claws as well. Damn, Claws plus 9 that is. At plus 19 now.
This inventory is really good. And Snare coming now as well. Just need a Kodo for even more damage.
Militia coming over to the starting position. Is he actually gonna expand?
A
On
player's
38
forces are
supply,
under attack.
that is so risky. Like, if HuG was to show up here, just with the Raider and Spirit Link, he would crush this.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
A town is
There's no tier 2 army as well. Like, okay, 2 priests, but that's about it. can be easily dealt with this Blade Master.
And he only has 3 footies, 2 of which are almost dead. This is a... Is he actually... Okay, this could have just been for creeping, of course. Or is he actually really gonna expand now?
He has a lot of resources. He keeps the peons here, peasants here.
Wow, dude.
Tier 2 Expo, okay.
Oh, and the Blade Master's showing up. Uh-oh.
Reveal Bolt. There's another Windwalk to get out. Shadowhunter found a ton of experience, by the way. And
Oh my god,
Claw
these
+9.
items. Holy crap. It's
Sock is-
daytime as well. He can go for a scroll of healing here. And he's almost level 3.
Stuck at
Does
40.
he not realize that there's an expansion there? Or maybe he just wants to get the Ogre Lord first. That would be level 3 and a big item.
Sock is coming in for a
player's
for
forces are
distraction
under attack.
harass here. So we mask on the Archmage, so potentially more water elementals. Sock is HuG is starting this tree.
A town is under siege.
So gets the Lord and then speed scroll home, I guess. Claws +12? No. Ancient Django! Oh! Even more attack speed, more movement speed. Love that. But Sock is in the middle of his base.
Yeah. First Burrow already killed. And the second one as well, of course, with the magic damage. Easy to take out as well as the water elementals here. Blade Master, low HP, but level 2 heal wave. It's gonna mean he's fine. Does HuG really have no idea about this expansion?
I think so.
At least there's more enough resources for HuG to reestablish the burrows. Should be doing so right now. Right now.
But
one's coming up already, actually, to the left. Didn't see that.
anyway, the Expo is up. He's mining from 2
player's
bases.
forces are under
And HuG is crippled and stuck at 40 supply for a long time. So I guess he won't find the timing anymore where he has the supply lead or anything.
Yeah, and just his temperate, slow play here strongly suggests that he has no idea about this expansion. He thinks it's just 1 base versus 1. He doesn't have the luxury to take so much time here. Blade Master was so close to seeing this. He should have seen the Sobi mask. He obviously saw that it was being grabbed. He must have. Or did he think this is the starting position? No. No, that would be strange. Oh man, HuG. HuG is making a few mistakes here today, and again, if he loses here, he is out. And if this Expo runs for much longer, this is looking close to an unlosable game.
Scroll of the Beast on both sides. Scroll of Healing for HuG as well. Guess he's waiting for Kodo. He's queuing upgrades as he had so much
player's
resources
forces
flowing
are
after
under
being
attack.
stuck. So Raider first, then Kodo, 50 supply, and then push, I guess. But Sock is already pushing into upkeep. And in the last game, his Breaker army was so scary. I think we will see the same here very soon. Red spot goes to him. Mountain King with a Medallion of Courage, which is nice. Or is HuG's plan to counter expand? There's a peon moving over.
Okay. I'm usually a big fan of counter expanding, as you don't put yourself in an all-in position with that. But this is gonna be so late. Takes 2.5 minutes to finish. Is already far behind Sock, and yeah, Sock's already going into upkeep. Sock's gonna be at 70, 75 soon.
A player's forces are under
And
attack.
he has items as well. Heal scrolls and stuff. I think the Blade Master has to carry this alone.
Yep. And he's gonna be strong. He's gonna be really strong. He's gonna have plus 30 damage. Plus 29, I guess. With the Kodo. I know, it's gonna be plus 30. Not bad! Finally, the blade goes towards the expansion. Can't really attack though, doesn't have enough mana. Stormbolt surround is too dangerous.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter is creeping up heavily though. This is gonna be a level 3 heal wave soon with a sick Blade Master. Can the heroes do it?
The heroes have to do it. But Sock is also not scouting for this expansion possibility. The big items are already gone. So yeah, he's getting experience here in the north for potentially a level 4 Mountain King. I don't think so though. In the meantime,
He's got Clap, right? Clap and Bolt?
Yes.
Alright, Footy is over at the Great Hall. Reveals himself as well by attacking. 69 supply against 57. AM very far forward. Begging for a hero focus, it seems like almost. And off we go. Clap into the front line immediately. And snare onto one breaker. And we can see the Blade Master damage is really good. That breaker didn't survive for long. That's level 5 on the Shadow Hunter already. Level 3 heat wave, here we go. But one raider has been taken out. The second raider being hunted down quickly. Start prioritizing these raiders heavily.
Yeah, there are only 2, so there's no ensnare anymore. Ah, the next one is coming in from the base to help to get some kills. Endurance Owners, of course, helping a little against the slow. Walkers are not participating in this fight there. Once again, few mistakes by HuG. Another massive clap coming in. These are really well done by HuG.
And snare ready again, going for the Mountain King. Hex, he can't go for the invul. Maybe this is the hero kill, damn! Back into this game now, HuG with this kill, possibly level 4 on the Blade Master. Higher critical strike with this crazy ass inventory. Chasing further for more kills. Sok refusing to pull the town portal. We have the scroll of speed now being used aggressively, actually. A sign of confidence from the orc. Taking out another sorceress. But only one in snare. Might mean this is the only kill. Scroll of speed over now. Everything still kind of slow. MK bought back from the tavern. But of course, without mana.
And Sok decides to go for the expansion that HuG is building. Nice invis, but can't dodge this ensnare. Yet another kill. Aiming for that level 5 Blade Master. Expo is at 50% thanks to this hero footman that did the pre-work, I guess. So, is the normal damage of the breakers enough? He has to turn around to fight the orc first with a 7 supply advantage, but a low mana Mountain King.
Yeah, there's one Stormbolt. That's kind of the only one. Blade Master in the middle, in the thick of things once again. Walker's going very far forward. Disenchant now coming in finally against the Watch Elementals. First hero Blade Master dropping very low. Heat wave coming in. No invul on him, by the way. There's still a scroll of healing on the orc side as well. And the Blade Master's damage is pretty impressive against these breakers in the front. Another ensnare coming in. There's going to be another breaker dead. This is the expansion defended, and HuG fights his way back into this game.
Yeah, he holds this, but Sok is still on 2 bases as well. Lost like 10 supply, but getting it back immediately. Level 5 Archmage is around the corner. Maybe Blizzard time with only 2 raiders?
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that's the call. He doesn't have many breakers anymore right now, but he can remake them quickly. And if you have this big breaker front line, Blizzard is amazing. If he creeps up the Murlocs between his 2 bases and the Gargantuan, that would be his level 5. Is it Tome of Retraining time? It certainly is.
Yes. Upgrade-wise, we have 1-1 on the breakers very soon, 1-2 on the orc units very soon. No tier 3 tech on neither side, doesn't seem to have the time or resources for that. And it's gonna be a high supply battle very soon. But yeah, how will the Archmage get level 5 now? Turtle? Mittel?
Yeah, I think so. Well, the only camps remaining here. Shadowhunter, by the way, almost level 6. Blade Master almost level 5. There's a bit more experience to be gathered here at the Ogre Warrior, if he wants to. But no, looks like HuG is looking for a fight. Going towards the expansion now. Down by 3 supply, but confident in his strong heroes.
He absolutely can be. Level 5 for the Archmage now. And then what? How will he get into a good fight position? This tower should be cancelled easily. It's a little bit of a SimCity, but against all the magic damage, this tower doesn't last too long. Frontline needs to be established. Archmage has to be far in the back to cast the Blizzard. Forces the ensnares on him. HuG not reacting at all to this, only now.
The second Blizzard coming in though right after. This is so much damage. Ensnare coming in after. Of course he also has the Hex. AM is extremely far forward. He's gonna go for this invul sooner rather than later. Doesn't want to lose the hero here again. Oh, the clap plus Blizzard is crazy though. Mountain King once again in a bit of trouble. Still has that invul. Is he gonna pop it early as well? Hex once again coming in towards the second hero. Blade Master! How did he die?
Just dead. Focused, react too slowly. Sok is fighting his way back in there when it looked really good, but the Blizzard transition is getting like a quad kill or something. Jesus. HuG is losing units on all ends. Is down to 40, 60, 20 supply just wiped out.
The overconfidence. HuG fights his way back into this game, but then horrible overextension. And now losing Mikoto as well. Is it level 5 MK? Almost. Not quite, but so close to it now.
Blade Master back from the tavern. Stays at 50 now to get the echo advantage with the double income. That Sock can feel so comfortable now.
Cool back and forth here that we have, though.
Yeah.
A few mistakes on both sides, I suppose, but you see a longer game here, drawn out. Heal scroll coming in for the aim as well. Should really go for an invul.
Yeah.
Was on cooldown still for a little bit. There we go. Has it now again. Blade Master needs an invul as well. Does get it. And almost is level 5. Just from this little creep.
5. I think he can go for the ogres here in the north, and then he got it. 5-5-5-5 heroes with only the Shadowhunter being close to level 6. The ultimate doesn't do too much, though. Another upgrade, 2-2 for the breakers, as well as sentinels. Archmage level 6 would be a game winner.
Blade Master 6
Texans
also really
here.
good. Shadowhunter 6 is like the only one that doesn't really matter. Most likely. So here we go again. Sock, once again, at a 67 supply. We saw this earlier. HuG 59, quite a bit lower. Oh, and the Blizzard now against the repair, of course, as well. Usually this army isn't too good at breaking bases, but with Blizzard, that equation changes.
He doesn't want to fight yet. He has 2-1 now. Invis Mountain King. Invis Blade Master scouts this out as well, of course.
So many breakers with so much mana. I think it's
Huge
impossible to retain Spirit Link here.
Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't use that.
Invul coming in early here with against the hero focus. AM seems to be the prize. The only thing that HuG is going for. Invul over now, and he's going for the first hero. No hacks just yet. Stormbolt to prevent some damage from the Blade Master. May have to pop his own Invul here in a moment. AM dropping low, Blade Master dropping low. Invul coming in now, and the hex as well. And once again, Sock doesn't react in time. He did have the Dispel on the Priest this time, but way too late. Losing the first hero. Can he get the return kill now? Blade Master still has a Spirit Link. Scroll of Healing coming in as well. Shadowhunter is level 6. No mana for the ultimate, and the first hero dies again. Both heroes.
Boy. Trading first heroes here. Almost a surround on this Mountain King. Can he fight out? He still has the big invul. Uses it here. There's another clap coming in very soon. Dispel on the slow. Oh man, neck and neck. But Sock with a massive supply and the AoE from that clap. Getting yet another kill. The Raiders super bruised. Shadowhunter's out of mana. So is the Mountain King.
AM bought back from the tavern with this rifleman. He's gonna bring in the mana once again. The MK still not enough for another spell. MK almost level 6 now. 1 or 2 more kills, and he's gonna be there as well. He's getting closer and closer, and there's no healing on HuG's side. Seems like this game is slipping away from him now. GG. Sock wins this, and HuG is out of H&W Masters.
Indeed. His first big tournament, 2 humans. Not the biggest success here at all. Not the greatest showing for HuG. But the last game was the best of all of them. And it's a lot of experience for the 23-year-old Orc talent. Maybe the greatest Orc talent that we've seen in years. So it's not his matchup. I think we can say that for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sock wasn't as good as TH was, obviously, but it was still fine. No big mistakes there, I guess. On Turtle Rock, I think he can play this a little better, but in the end, this Expo either completely overwhelmed HuG or counter-expanding that hard wasn't the best idea either. It wasn't a perfect game, but this last one was absolutely fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely was. I'm a little saddened here to see one of my favorite players drop out.
I know.
But yeah, you're right. HuG has to do some work on this matchup. He has to check out some replays, has to figure out how to have a more efficient early game, especially. I think that's a big problem, especially as we saw on LR. But yeah, he's still an up-and-coming player. He has time still, lots to improve, and I hope he will.
All right, that's it for me today, but Remo has a banger of a match for you later today in exactly 3.5 hours. 2 of the all-time greats, 2 parts of Warcraft Mount Rushmore colliding in a group stage. TH versus Moon, 2 of the greatest minds that Warcraft has ever seen, and my heart is broken that I missed this.
I'm sorry, Neo, I'm sorry. But, yeah, you guys won't have to. In 3.5 hours, I hope I see you guys again.
And if you missed the first game of HuG versus TH, it's already up on YouTube, so you can watch it there. Until then, I hope you had a pleasant morning with us here at Back to Warcraft. Thanks for more than 1,000 people, 1,400 already, to tune in. Set your alarms for 3.5 hours when it's Moon versus TH. Until then, have a nice day and enjoy Warcraft. Check out the links in the description here. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord where you can follow us and interact with us. It's always nice to get to know the community a little better. If you want to support us financially, you can do that as well. Of course, we have a Twitch sub button over there where you get replays, no ads, emotes, and chat badges. You can also throw us a little tip via donation with PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency. You can use our merchandise like the one Remo is wearing right now. Nope, it's MTW, I'm sorry, but we got even better stuff at shop.backtowarcraft.com. You should check that out, and if you buy something on Amazon, we would be very, very happy if you use our referral links for the US, the UK, and Germany. We have all that in the stream or VOD description. With that being said, I will be back tomorrow at noon with a decision in Group A, and Remo is back in 3.5 hours. So until then, bye-bye.